Hey folks, my name is Chad. You're watching the Mind's Eye Understanding channel on YouTube. This is my first video. I've never produced any video content. I've done a lot of researching and a lot of writing, and I kind of missed the boat when it comes to video and producing videos, so I don't have any followers or even what you call a fan base. I do have a Steemit account. My handle there is @MindsEye, MINDSZAI. I also have a blog that's up, www.themirrorworld.blog. I've done some writing there. And there's not a ton of stuff up there because mainly I've just been doing research, kind of compiling everything into my own theory of why the world is so screwed up. And based on, what I've discovered and the things that I've read, we live in a universe that has an inherent duality built into it. And the evidence for that is everywhere. Everything is polarized. There's two sides to every coin. You have, say, good and evil, light and dark, up and down, positive and negative, blue and red, a Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, hot and cold. So everything, in order to be known, it must have an equal and opposite of itself, if that makes any sense. And they use this to weaponize and attack humanity and keep us divided. Because ultimately at the top, whether or not you believe in God or Satan, they do, okay? And they're doing their best to manifest their dark God into existence, all right? The bankers at the top of this pyramid are the ones who are controlling the whole planet, and we're allowing them to do it, okay? Money in and of itself is their tool. It's an alchemical spell, and it causes men to lose sight of reality. Okay, it's just a piece of paper, has no power in and of itself. It's a spell. If you fall under that spell, it's a dangerous spell to get into, and if you fall into it, then the only way to break the spell is to come to the knowledge that you're under a spell. I'm poor, I've never chased money my entire life. I've never sought out to be rich. Sure, everybody wants to be rich, and, watching movies and stuff as a kid, you're told all these things, you're pre-programmed that we're all going to be movie stars or rock gods, rich inventors, famous people. I wanted to be an actor, when I was a teenager. Quickly, reality sets in, you realize that the world's not like that. And some of the things you have to do in order to get quote unquote fame and fortune, it's selling out. You have to sell yourself out to them and their agenda. And what they have planned is nothing but horrifying, to say the least. So back to money. If you look at money, it's encoded with all these symbols and sigils. It's a talisman, and it's charged with energy, negative energy. All right, and by using their tool, money, they created it. It's giving them power. They're drawing power away from the people, okay? We have to live according to Christ's principles in the Bible: charity, love, generosity, okay? And using money, man, it's hard for me to articulate this because I could see it in my spirit. And I fought with this for so long, but money's a spell, and many, many, many billions of people are under this spell right now. Until we learn to cooperate and do things for one another out of the generosity and kindness of our heart, and willingness to survive and to help others survive, we're never going to get it as a human species. We're going to always end up being slave to someone else. And whoever created the money and caused everyone to believe that this substance is valuable when it's not. It's just a piece of paper. And everybody believes in this one piece of paper that it can get them whatever they want, when all we need is cooperation, and mutual respect and love for each other. I go to my neighbor, I say, hey, will you help me dig this well today, and tomorrow I'll help you re-roof your house, or whatever needs to be done. That's how we survive. We have to barter and exchange. That's the true way to go about doing things. If we use money, we're always going to end up being a pawn in someone else's scheme. And that's all the economy is. It's a giant pyramid scheme, and it's built on a house of cards. And they use words. Words are very powerful. They use words to obfuscate, to hide what it is they're actually doing. And words is a whole nother video lesson that I'll do. It's energy, vibration, sound. There's the study of cymatics, the science of cymatics, where different frequencies are played, and you can see sand move on a plate. Say if you set sand on a plate, put it on top of a speaker while the sound's being played at different hertz levels. Okay, the sand will form these beautiful different geometric patterns. So all of this knowledge is coming into light, coming into the mainstream. People are realizing that this universe is a lot stranger than what we had figured. None of us know, what life is or how life is created. But yet, there's code built into the very fabric of our being, into our DNA, into the reality. And we're very rapidly losing what is natural, and we're all turning into artificial beings. Okay? I know that sounds crazy, but think about your food and what you're putting into your body. Potato chips, and, all these artificial candies, things that are made in a plant. They're not grown naturally. It's terrible. We don't know what's in that food. Not to say every company out there would do something malicious, but guarantee you, if there's money involved, those greedy people will do anything to get more money and to upgrade their extravagant lifestyle, buy that next boat or that third or fourth vacation home in the Caribbean or in the Mediterranean or wherever. So we have to be a lot more prudent and diligent in the way we live our life. Change the vibration, because they're definitely trying to lower the vibration and keep everybody trapped in this dense frequency field. And that's going to lead to me discussing 5G and what the 5G grid really is, which I'll do that in another video. But that's about all I wanted to say today. I wanted to keep it short, just introduce myself. I've done a lot of researching and a lot of writing, and I've never produced any video content, but I figure, hey, now's the time to get in there, get this knowledge out, and let people know what's really going on, because things are happening very rapidly. The world is changing very quickly, and we need to flip the scales, folks. We need to put positive energy back out there, because we're drifting too far into the negative. Okay, negative energy has got a death grip on the planet, and we need to move back towards the center. We have to balance this polarity, all right? Because the middle path is the only path to take, all right? If you're leaning too hard to the left or too hard to the right, you're gonna be blinded by those ideologies and, you know, the tenets of their beliefs or what, you know, their faith. All right, you have to stay neutral. It's like an electrical current, an electrical charge. It's positive and negative. It's part of that duality. So you have to stay grounded. Grounded is having a positive and a negative charge. And it goes into the earth. All right, so the whole of humanity is built on those principles, as above, so below. Everything in the universe and on this planet, everything's made the same way. You know, there's an inherent duality in everything. So you need to study this and realize, hey, life is important. And we need to maintain the sanctity of life on this planet. If we allow one group all the power to manipulate and control us, then we're headed for a dark future, folks. So we need to put out love, charity, be willing to help your neighbor do things, not for a monetary reward, but just to help each other survive, help them plant their garden, help them harvest, help them build, okay? Make deals, you know, with people on a one-on-one basis for lumber, materials, you know, borrow tools from your neighbor. Do whatever you have to do. Learn to be self-sufficient, okay? Look into alternative power sources, solar panels, HHO. There's abundance of energy in the world and in the universe. All we need to do is harness it. We don't have to depend on someone, you know, to use their power, gasoline. Those are all their proprietary technologies. They have control of that. So we have to think, use our minds, what God gave us. All right, so it doesn't matter, you know, what religion you are, what denomination, what you believe, what I believe, all of that's irrelevant. This is about survival, folks. It's about survival and taking care of each other, because there's rough times coming up ahead. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be making more videos in the future. And I want to start educating people on what to do during a time of crisis. All right, stay tuned. God bless. Have a wonderful day.